my name is Andy Webb. I'm the third generation of my family to worship at Burwell Baptist Church. I have to say, probably the one thing that I'm most passionate about, obviously other than Jesus, is I love Doctor Who. That's by far my favourite TV show. I've seen all of the episodes, by far my favourite thing. My faith journey kind of starts before I was born, really. But you know, looking back, I can see God's fingerprints in everything that was leading up to me being here and being in His presence and being with God. So my granddad was actually a Baptist minister. He did his training after the Second World War. And then in the 1970s came down to Burwell with his family, including my dad, and he there met my mum. And then they got married in the 1980s, also at this church. And then a few years later, I came along. Really difficult to me to pinpoint exactly when my faith in Jesus became real, because as far as I'm concerned, He's always been there. I've always believed. I've always had that sense of His presence being with me. You know, when you're a kid and you think that everyone does the same things that you do, that what you do is normal, and you know, going to school and speaking to your friends and finding out they don't go to church, they don't have that faith. I don't think I recognised it at the time, but almost your heart breaks. You go, you're missing something really important here. So coming right up to date, I'm now in my mid-30s, and I don't think I've ever lost that wanting to learn more, wanting to understand more. And I think if you speak to people in their 70s, 80s, 90s who have been Christians their entire lives, they say exactly the same thing. And I'm right at the tip of the iceberg of wanting to learn more, and that's really my faith journey, just being open to learning more. When I'm in the moment, I don't see what's going on behind the scenes, I'm just in the moment. But it's when you look back on it and you can see God's fingerprints and God pushing you. So there's never really been a definitive moment that I can describe, more just a sort of gentle nudging and gentle coaxing. My mum, when I was in my first year at university, was diagnosed with breast cancer. Just knowing that God was with her through that process. A few years later, when my grandmother was diagnosed with dementia, again, it was one of those things where you can sort of sit and go, okay, that's just in His hands. Whatever will happen, will happen. The purpose in your life, looking for different belief systems, isn't like shopping for shoes or shopping for a shirt. You don't just go into a shop and find the one that fits you. The one that fits you is God. But it's completely the opposite. You don't find the size that fits you. God shapes you into what He wants you to be. And that's something that's really challenged me recently. Even though I've had this faith since I was very, very small little baby, it's learning that God molds you into what He wants you to be. You don't mold God into what He can be for you. That would be my challenge for anyone watching this.